Hello, I'm VX and welcome back to the video. Today I have some Minecraft news to share with you, and it's actually quite a bit of Minecraft news from a whole bunch of different places, but let's just say that today I can share with you some TU46 gameplay, some actual gameplay of this next update for Minecraft console, showing off the new end and stuff. It's really interesting, and it reveals that it's going to be quite different on the console than the other two platforms, but I also have a little bit of news about Minecraft Pocket Edition 1.0, because that update is now out and ready to download, but then I also have a little bit of news to do with Battle Mode, because there is going to be a brand new map coming with TU46, so all of that news and more in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it, like the if you do, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do enjoy the Minecraft news videos, and yeah, second one in a day. Let me know if that's a cool thing when this does happen, because there's a whole bunch of stuff happening today, the first of which is the fact that the Pocket Edition had an update release in the last few hours or so. So yeah, now depending on your platform, I think Android, Windows 10, and most iOS devices should be able to download, the Minecraft Pocket Edition update, and in that update, it's mostly just end features, so they've added the end for the first time, the PC had in 1.8, and the console in, TU9, that has finally come to the Pocket Edition, so now you can fight the Ender Dragon. It has the final thing, and that's why they're calling it the 1.0 update, actually, but as well as just being an update to add in the end, they've added end cities, like on the console edition, and they've added a bunch of other things from the console, which I find very intriguing, because this update is very similar to the console update in the fact that it's missing dual wielding, one of the big things from the combat update, but it does have a lot of the other features from there, the same as the console is adding, though. So it's got tipped arrows, those are now added to the Pocket Edition, and it's also got lingering potions, which are two pretty big, kind of combat changes, added in 1.9 alongside the combat changes that also aren't in this game. So it makes me think that maybe they're trying to synchronize these two games in some way to, make sure they get updates at a similar time, because bear in mind, these are two updates releasing within a couple of days of each other with a lot of, duplicate features, which is very, very intriguing. Could be coincidence, could be a bit more, but that is the Pocket Edition 1.0 update. Go download it, have some fun while you wait for the console update, which is still releasing either tomorrow or the day after. And the release day on the whole thing got a bit more complicated, because today Roger Carpenter actually did tweet out saying that, in other Minecraft news, 3 times Minecraft console soundtracks are going to be released 21st December. Props to Gareth Coker. So Gareth Coker's been doing a lot of Minecraft console music recently. He's also known for Ori and the Blind Forest, a few other games like that. He makes a lot of cool music, and he just released, some samples from his brand new album, which is, video game soundtrack, I should say, which is about, Minecraft consoles. So there's a lot of Chinese mythology songs, there's a lot of Greek mythology songs, but then there are 3 battle/tumble songs. So there is one from the, the Tumble map, there is one from the Shrunk, and then there's one from Wondrous Workshop, and that says Festive from Minecraft Battle Minigame, which confirms there is going to be a brand new Minecraft battle map. I tweeted this out today, and then 4J later on that day did confirm that yes, there is a new festive battle map coming soon, and here you can see 4 different perspectives of the new battle map, and it looks like it's going to be heavily based around the the mashup pack world we already have, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Again, that's kind of updating the festive battle map pack. It's something I theorized a while ago. I wasn't entirely sure if it would happen, but here you can see, boom, they are in fact making the festive battle map, and it looks pretty nice. I'm looking forward to playing that at least for a few rounds at some point later this week, and it's one of the features presumably in TU46. Anyway, I decided to respond to this by saying, looks very festive, when, and then a question mark, and they responded by saying soon, followed by the chili emoji again. So this is where I got a little bit worried, because I assumed at this point, the update was pretty much confirmed for, tomorrow, everyone kind of knew that, but the fact that, they've included the pepper here, and the fact that the soundtrack is releasing on the 21st, makes me think that maybe, and, it's already releasing on the Wii U on the 21st, maybe they're trying to schedule the release for all platforms on the 21st, which would be awful for me, but it's something that we have to, keep in mind. Obviously, I still think it's probably more likely for tomorrow, but I'm really, really, skeptical that maybe it is actually coming out on, Wednesday today. So yeah, release date still Tuesday or Wednesday, but maybe a bit more likely to be Wednesday. Make your own judgment on that. I just think that's kind of interesting. And finally, let's show you some gameplay from TU46, shall we? Because I know everyone's excited to play this update. I've been seeing non-stop just comments saying oh, I'm excited to do this and to do that. However, today we saw how the end island implementation has been done on console, because basically they did a Minecraft Monday stream. It's something the Seattle Minecraft team do every single Monday over there, and because they've got the update in-house, they can kind of put it on a local Xbox or a preview version sort of, and they've been playing the update and they streamed a little bit of it. So that means we could see a little bit of the Fallout mashup pack, but I think most interestingly, we'll also see the creator menus, see the new tipped arrows. There's a whole bunch of new items, by the way, because there's so many arrows, so many potions, but more interestingly that to me was the thing I had my eye on was how the new end would work. So here is some gameplay showing off the new end, and let's just play it, shall we? So here you can see they're just about to go in, and oh, look at that, that's the end island on the console, and I thought this was very intriguing at first, because you'll notice if you look around, it was like I said from the screenshots, it looks like your end portal is almost guaranteed to be next to your, end, kind of, what's that thing called? The end city, the end ships, which is really intriguing by itself, and it's okay, so that's a good improvement for the console, but then I realized that they're actually doing this one of the ways, again, I think I theorized this a while back, they're making the end islands a separate dimension, and it's hard to tell from this gameplay, because they're so focused on the end cities, which look amazing, by the way, and I think one of the big advantages of the way they're doing this is that you're always going to have an end city, and you're always going to have the end ship, and therefore, once you kill the dragon, you can always have access to a elytra, or elytra, or whatever. You you know, depending on exactly how that goes, you're always going to have access to at least one of them, but you might have to reset the end to get more, because again, if you look at this second gameplay here, you can't necessarily see it too well in the background of the other one, but this is from the tutorial world, so that means it's a 360 size world. Maybe it's bigger on the Xbox One size world, but for, you know, this is what most consoles are going to be experiencing. This is what the end island looks like. It looks like it is just a single island, you know, dimension that is entirely separated from your main one, because you can see there he just kind of walks into the you know, like the barrier, and he kind of shows that there is no way to get from the barrier to the end, which is very intriguing. Again, maybe it's only on one side, but it looks like the same thing's happening here, where he hits another barrier. And yeah, as far as I can tell, you know, looking at this, it looks like, yeah, the end island is a 100 by 100 or something, you know, relatively small like that dimension, which is just entirely separated, at least on the 360, PS3, Wii U, and classic size worlds, etc. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of testing of that tomorrow. If that is the case, I think on the one, you know, it's not necessarily the exploration some people want, but it is the access to the elytras, the purple, etc. The fact that you can have easier access to that is great too, because you can just keep resetting your end if you want to. But on the other hand, maybe you want to have access to full exploration, which isn't necessarily something you get here. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how this implementation varies from console to console, world size to world size, etc. I think, you know, if you have a large, you know, world size on the you know, Xbox One, it'd be silly to have this be the size of your entities, but that's something we're going to have to wait and see. And one more thing before I go today. So we've gone through everything. We've got the Pocket Edition update, which is very similar to this console update. We've got the fact that this console update might be releasing on Wednesday. It's going to also have a festive battle map in there, and then some gameplay. But the final thing I wanted to add on top of all of that is a correction to earlier's video. So I tried to be, you know, correct as much as I can, but I actually forgot to mention something in that video on one of the changelogs, because I said all the changelogs were the same. There's one feature which is only on the PS4 and the Xbox One, which has added the amplified terrain option. So just wanted to correct that mistake. Not a big fan of making those. And yeah, now you know everything there is to know about Minecraft console. It's looking pretty cool. Again, there's a whole bunch of new items in there. The new combat is definitely not. Again, you might be like, oh, it's a surprise feature. The new combat really is just not in there, and I think the reason is like a Pocket Edition parity thing, or maybe it's like one of those things where they don't want to make the same mistake they made on the PC. I can't tell you for certain, but it's been very deliberately avoided by both the console and the Pocket Edition, and the reasons for that is something we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. Like if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. I will see you all either tomorrow or Wednesday morning for the update. Again, looks a bit more like Wednesday today, and until then, goodbye everyone.